I'm missing my
Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? You're now tuned in to Stirring the Pot with Tigmatic alongside with Jamie the Fox. And we here. Hey,
Big
hey,
guy, fish you peanut.
hey. What you doing, Peanut? Hey, you gotta get in
Stirring the
the mix,
pot.
my guy.
Stirring the pot.
Hey, we here. And it's your boy. Let's get it.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta roll the dice right now. I gotta roll the dice right now. Ooh, 500. Ooh, 500. I ain't making money over there. I ain't see you. Look at my salary. I'm touching it. Ain't no apologies. I'm no money right now. Y'all being too loud, man. It's white people neighborhood. And if I call 911, Philly police ain't even gonna show up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my little brothers, man, and they're gonna deal with y'all, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna deal with y'all. That's what you mean? Oh, did this nigga just grab me? Oh, you grabbing Mr. Pitter. Yo, who the square here, man? Go bring that nigga, man. What he's gonna do, man? Yo, go bring him, man. All right. Who the fuck is you at my motherfucking door, man? Huh? Who the fuck you with my nephew, man? Huh?
Hey.
Yo, you
Hey.
hilarious. You be having me
Folks,
rolling.
if you was just tuning in, we was just watching a skit
Right.
by stand-up comedian,
Fish you
skit god,
peanut.
official Peanut. Welcome to
Whoa.
Stirring the Pot, my guy. We here. Hey, man. Give yourself a formal rundown to the people for those that don't know. They might have saw you on the pot for those that do know, but for those
Right.
that don't know, give them the rundown.
This your guy, Fish you peanut. Born and raised from Philadelphia. I'm a comedian. I got talent. I do pretty much, host, content create, movie acting. I do all of above. Yeah.
Hey. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
so what part of the city you from, man?
I'm from North.
North.
Born
You
and
from North,
raised.
y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
heard him. Hey. Fox, was good?
I want to know, tell them some of the people that you worked with over the years or
Okay.
currently working with.
Right now, I'm currently working with. I'm building a team right now, so I'm trying to build a team of creators and people that's trying to be consistent. So we can put up content together. We can use my following and your following, bring that together, so we can create amazing following for Instagram, so the audience can see like we're being consistent with it. But right now, I'm working with like my guy, Mr. Oh shit.
Ooh.
A few other comedians and actors. I'm bringing in another girl that I'm working with. Her name is Cherokee. Um, as a content creator, so I'm just trying to build a strong team around me so we can be consistent and put out skits, projects. Anytime we got a show, we there to support each other. Every time we got a project, we here to do it. We just working with all types of people around the city, just working.
Right.
Hey, man,
Awesome.
that's dope. That's
hmm
Awesome.
definitely dope. So, what you got cracking right now?
So right now, what I got cracking is just working on skits right now, just trying to get on movie projects. We got a casting call coming up for a reality TV show that we working on. I'm doing a lot of behind scenes work with that, and just just keeping myself busy, just being consistent and just trying to put out work right now. So just trying to help people, help a lot of creators and show them that they can be consistent and just showing them that anybody could whatever dream that you believe in, anybody can live it as long as you work hard and you put yourself in that position to want to do it and want to grow.
Right.
Absolutely, man. That's dope. So tell us about that skit we saw. You know what I mean? Break it down to them a little bit. What was the breakdown of the skit, you know what I mean?
So
And tell them how that was created, you know what I mean?
the breakdown of the skit was right. It was basically just trying to like, we had like a neighbor. we was outside playing dice, you know, and the neighbor came out. And he just don't want us playing dice in front of his door, but we not doing anything else. But we're not getting in trouble. We not out here chasing drugs or playing with guns. We out here running dice, just just having fun. And he comes out like,
Right.
"Yo, I'm going to call the cops." And we like, "Okay, Philly cops ain't gonna show up anyway." Like, somebody could get
That's
somebody could
right.
get shot. And he like what he like what you mean? He like what you mean? Then he turned around and looked at me. He was like, I ain't done with you too. Like you gonna get it too. And
Right.
and basically when growing up, we kind of had older guys on our block that came up and was like, "Oh, you can't do this here. We gotta respect our older elders." So he was playing the older elder role to be like, "Well, listen, if you
Right.
here, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I don't care how young you are." So it's like, yo, we gotta respect it. So we just like, okay, we got something for you. So we came back out with Mr. Pimp and PlayStation, which is my guy, my old guy, and then Mr. Pimp started pistol whipping him with the gun, and I started stumping him, and we started hitting his head, and then now he ain't gonna mess with us more.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So
Moral of the story, folks: respect your elders.
respect your elders, basically, because you never know who's around you. So.
Right.
So
That's
basically,
Yeah,
like
true.
his
That's
OG was, the OG of the elders is like, well, you can't talk to these young dudes like that. You can't respect your elders. So he's
right.
being funny and cracking jokes and stuff like that.
yeah,
Right.
man, that's dope. That's definitely dope, man. So tell the people how you got started into making skits.
Um, how I got started in making skits was I had a little skit team that we would just go out and do skits. I was rocking with at the time my team was like Trizzy the Mouth, um, PJ, he's the puppet. Um, and I had another guy that I was working with on my team, and we basically was just go out and just do skits, make movies and projects, and that's how I pretty much got into doing skits. I learned most of the skits off of them. I started acting. I did a lot of behind the scenes, but then I was like, oh, I got to get myself into acting and doing skits. This is what I love to do, and then I just went from there. I just started doing skits and just being consistent and just putting out funny skits and just being and just trying to find a character
Right.
to build a character that fits me and somebody that's going to be funny within me. So then I started doing skits. I said, "Oh, I'm good at this. Let me just continue on making people laugh."
Okay.
That's what's up, man. That's
So
what's up,
who?
and it's definitely taking off.
Right.
The city is definitely getting behind you. They like your skits. They like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
And I like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say on the air personally, even though you and I didn't had this conversation, thank you for supporting the podcast and
Right.
stirring the pot. You be going hard in the paint for us, man.
Right.
So
Right.
I
Well, thank you.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for allowing me for this opportunity to come up here to showcase my talent, talk to the people, and let them know that I'm out here working, I'm grinding. Make sure they check me out.
Yeah, man, that's a fact. And anytime you want to come, you definitely more than welcome. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You just gotta let us know. We set it up,
Right.
and I knock them down, and the queen will knock them down as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I should say over here.
You like, so I got a little question. So my question is, as far as comedians, who
Okay.
are your favorite comedians? Not just in the city, just whether independent or mainstream. Who are your favorite comedians?
So my favorite comedians you talking about like mainstream right now, or just
Period.
like
It could be mainstream and independent. Whoever is your favorite is your favorite.
my favorite comedian that I like overall. So I like so overall I like Country Wayne
Right.
because and the reason can I break it down to why I like him?
Sure.
Break
So I
it
like
down,
Country
my guy.
Wayne. I like Country Wayne because like he's funny. He paints a picture like to tell the story to his audience. And that remind me like who I am. Like I like to tell a story. I don't like to just get on the internet crack jokes. I like to tell a story behind it. I like to as a director, as a producer, I like to let my audience know this is what I'm trying to tell and this is what I'm trying to get at. As far as the plot, the story of it, the everything, the thesis of it, and I'm just trying to get down to it to make people laugh. But I'm just trying to
Right.
keep it very simple, and that's why I like him as a comedian. I
Right.
like Haha Davis is because like he do the voiceovers and like his voiceovers be on point. You know? So that's what made me want to do my voiceovers. Is like, yo, okay, I'm gonna use this because it's funny. And back in the day, I used to use him when he used to be like, "It's gonna be a breeze." So I used to use him like, okay, like, so that's why I like Haha Davis. I'm a Haha Davis fan. Um, I like um, I like Mr. Oh shit. That's my man. He gonna be one of
No,
my
you gotta
favorite.
keep it clean. Gotta keep it. You gotta call
Okay,
him O-ish. You
I
gotta
like
call
I
him
like Mr.
O-ish.
Mr. Oish. That's my homie. Shout out to him. I like him because he always was on me. Peanut, you gotta do stand up. Peanut, you gotta get in front of the crowd. He was the one that
Right.
gave me my first stand up comedy show,
Wow.
and even though we ain't talked for such a long time, we was able to get back on track. Like, bro, I love you, bro. I appreciate you. Let's make this happen. I like him because he go hard for it as just as well as I go hard for it. Doesn't matter how many followers you got. Doesn't matter how many people you know. Doesn't matter what you have in life. He just want to be better. He wants to be a comedian. Peanut, you got this. You can do this. Get on stage. Talk to the people. Give me more. He give me good criticism, bro. Give more energy. So I
Right.
feel like yeah, he's one of my top because he's like, you know, he knows what he want when it comes to stand up.
Right.
So that's just like my of my comedian, my favorite comedian. When it comes to stand up, he knows he gives that energy.
Right.
Um, the next comedian that I like is I like Mike Epps
Right.
because he just like what I mean. He just like raw. He gets right into it. He just naturally funny to me. So it's
Right.
just funny. So he's one of my favorites because I just like him. The goofiness, just the being silly, being funny. He get back to the serious.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's like my top four comedians
Right.
that I like
That's
overall.
what's up. And
Yeah.
we gotta reach out to your partner because that's his partner Tig as far as like, or you could, plug that in with you and Tig and just that day I'll even sit out and it could be like a male panel and y'all do your thing,
yeah.
and talk because that's
Yeah, you
really your
definitely gotta have
partner,
him on. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm aware of him through Sandman. Remember, I was telling you about that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout
Sandman is
out
Shout
to
my
out to
guy. We
Sandman.
from the same
Sandman,
hood.
right.
Yeah. From the same
Shout
hood.
out to Sandman. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we had some things in the works. You know what I'm saying? And that can happen. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
and
Right.
we can
Right.
all come together and just do something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Um, but I want to bring it back to the pot episode. I
Okay.
was talking about the platform that I couldn't remember where everybody was doing skits. And after the episode went off, I remembered. It's
Okay.
Vine, bro.
Oh, Vaughn. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Vine.
Yeah.
That's where I first saw Ha Ha Davis. And
Yeah.
that's where I
Vaughn.
first saw Country Wayne as well. And Cardi
Vaughn. Yeah.
Wow.
B as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Wow.
was getting their lit on Vine. So
And
yeah.
it's crazy
Yeah.
because I never had a Vine before.
Yeah, that joint was lit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I
That's
never
what's
Vine
up.
was
had one.
definitely
I just
lit.
had a TikTok, a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, but I never had a Vine.
And make sure
Yeah,
y'all follow him on those social medias that he just mentioned. He is on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and he got a lot of skits on TikTok. I was on there earlier
Mm.
cracking
yeah,
up.
he be going there.
Make sure y'all check him out. Y'all want some good energy. Not only professionally is he professional and really about his grind, he's hilarious, okay, and original. But he's loyal, okay? Loyal
That's a
and
fact.
very caring. That heart that he got, everyone that has been on this show is good people. And with the support of the people, all of us could touch the stars. We could become the Beyoncé's and the Jay-Z's and all these things. We could lift our people to those heights.
Yeah,
But that's it. That's all.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, give me three pros and cons to stand up comedy.
As far as stand up comedy, pros and cons,
Yep.
you just got to go out there. You can't be afraid to just say whatever joke that you going to say. So that's what my guy, Mr. O Ish, told me. You got to go out there. You got to be consistent. You got to be able to talk to the crowd, and you gotta let them know, like, listen, this is my joke. If y'all gonna laugh, y'all gonna laugh. If not, if y'all gonna boo me, I'm gonna go with another joke. And you gotta be able to do that. That's how you gotta be able to get that energy. If you don't got that
Right.
energy, people are not gonna rock with you. When they see that you're consistent with it and they like your energy, that's when they gonna be like, oh, okay, they're gonna start laughing. So
Right.
that's one of the pros, is not just being afraid to just get up in front of the crowd, because sometimes you're gonna have 1,000 people, 500, 300 people. Just just be like, it's gonna be, you're gonna be good doing it. So
Right.
you gotta be able to do it. Um, only thing about I should say is, like, when I did get on stage the last time, I was a little nervous, but I put glasses on. So when you put glasses on, it kind of mellow it all out. You get used to that for a while. And then
Right.
it's like you got the glasses on because you in the vibe, you vibing. You like, yeah, hey, yo, what's going on? You having a good time today? You ready to turn this thing up? You got, you gotta feel it, feel the energy, and people gonna
Right.
love it. They're like, okay, he a vibe, like, and they gonna be ready to. You gotta make the crowd feel like they can feel you in order
Right.
to give them that energy to be like, well, you know what? My mama told me I was so too skinny. You know why? She didn't even breastfeed me. Like, you gotta be funny with it. You gotta say
Right.
some jokes to get them laughing. But they eventually they gonna love you. But that's one of the like, just not being scared, being able to just get in front of the crowd, be yourself. Um, like, just love the people. Like, you there to love the people, to tell a joke,
Right.
like, to love the comedy. Some people just do it because they feel like, I gotta do it because my homie's doing it, my friend doing it. No, you gotta do it because you love doing it.
Right.
Um, you can't be scared to work with everybody. You gotta be you know, not scared. If a person next to you gonna tell a joke, you gotta go out there and say, well, listen, I'm gonna go out there and be twice as better than him. Nope, no, nothing against you, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna make sure the crowd is gonna laugh
Exactly.
at me. And you gotta study your jokes, and you just gotta, be consistent and hard about it, and and you gotta look at your jokes and be like, well, listen, this time I did this, I'm gonna do better this time. And every time you gotta, it's like a hitting the store goal. You gotta be consistent with it and be better as far as yourself.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So let me ask you, what do you like more? Shooting the skits or the stand up?
I like both, but overall, I like the skits, because the skits, a lot of people get this messed up, right? A lot of people, they do comedy, whatever, but a lot of them can't get on the stage and, like, interact with a lot of people and be funny.
You right.
My guy, Mr. Ish, told me that, like, Peanut, you got this. You can do this. But I also can make skits. I can be funny. I could change the voices. I can be impression. Do other people's voices. I could be funny and silly, and I can create my own content. From somebody else's content, because that's what a content
Right.
creator is for.
Right.
And but if overall, it's going to be harder to be a comedian, because more people that's not really, like, I'm not saying that's not in, but it's going to be harder because there's more people. It's going to be harder because more people have to get more people to come out to see you. You have to get more
Right.
people to hear you out. And right now, the most popular thing to do is skits, because everybody is sharing your video. Everybody is viewing your work. Everybody is commenting. Everybody, and your audience is not just Philly, it's everywhere. If you do a stand-up comedy, your audience is to wherever you're doing. If I'm doing in VA, if I'm doing in Chicago, that's your audience. So
Right.
now, doing skits, that gives you opportunity to get a bigger audience than you ever see in your entire life. And you don't know who's watching. You don't know if Jay-Z is watching you, Snoop Dogg, Beyonce. You don't know who's watching you.
That's a
Right.
So this
fact. We
is
just was
to
talking about
build.
that yesterday with
Yeah.
Daniela.
Right.
Yeah.
He was talking about, how he saw that they was watching him. Like, he mentioned
Yeah.
whole watching him, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He got the Rock Nation deal and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Shout out to Don for his deal, okay?
Right.
That's
Shout
yeah,
out
love.
to.
shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fact. Like, I agree with you there. You never know who's watching you. Um,
Right.
with this thing that we do, entertaining people, even as something as small as podcasting, you never know who's watching.
Because it's
Stand up, the
actually not
same
small. You want to know what?
skits,
It's
everything.
actually big. Because podcast is the new wave also. Like I've been doing radio for years, and then we would have cameramen come there and record. That was the form of podcast back then. Now is really like we in a visual world. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
gives a platform for all the creators. You see, Don Yala got signed to Rock Nation, but he came to your podcast, and we not even one of the biggest podcasts or nothing like that. But it's not about, like Peanut said, how big you are, how big your numbers is.
Hmm.
It's just spirit and what you have to offer people.
Right.
If you really let
Absolutely.
people speak, y'all, they gonna be here, and we do. Tig been doing this before I even entered in his situation, as far as like making people comfortable and know that this is a platform for them to market themselves. Long as
Absolutely.
we keep uplifting each other, who gonna stop us? Anyway.
Shout
Nobody.
out to you for that. Yes.
Nobody.
But yeah, that is what it's about. And I try to make it comfortable for everybody. So, what I'm saying? I commend you and thank you for saying that. You know what I'm saying? But also, when it comes to you, Peanut, I see that you like to make people laugh and
Yeah.
do these skits, right? So,
Right.
who's your camera guy and who's the person that you work with constantly? Who's the man behind the camera that works with you as y'all come up with these ideas?
So normally I shoot it myself and then I record the other person and I put it together, right? Because I got tired of like trying to track a camera person down. You're like, well, bro, I charge 350. I got tired of that, you know. So now I
Right.
shoot it myself, or I just get whoever around me to shoot it.
I
Okay,
So
that's
like
dope.
that.
and
That's
that's and that
smart.
and that's how I do it. You know, that's how I do it. So
Right.
and
Yeah, that's
I
dope.
do all the editing and everything. So and I actually now I'm at the point I write everything down now for our skits and
Right.
then I put it out. But it's all about getting the right people to do the skits with you.
Right.
And I just dropped the skit yesterday. It was you a rapper, no, you a trapper, a scammer, and a killer. So and I was just trying to make a point that no matter how you is in the hood,
Right.
the girl ain't gonna try. She ain't gonna talk to you because what you are. About being funny because this is what is in. This is what you can walk down the street. You gonna see a trapper. You gonna
Right.
see somebody ready to kill somebody. You gonna see a scammer trying to sell you something. So
Right.
I was just being funny, but overall, this is real life things that we go through every day.
And that's what make
Right.
it funnier
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
relatable.
yeah.
So tell us where you get your inspiration from to do these skits, man.
My kids, the people that's around me, support me, that love me, that want me to
How
go
many
hard, that
kids you got?
believe in me. I have two kids,
Awesome.
six
Okay,
and
okay.
16. Yeah,
Boys or girls?
all boys.
Okay, okay. I got
Oh,
two
raising
boys
some
too,
babies.
man.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
got two
Yeah.
daughters and two boys. Okay,
Right, yeah.
y'all.
So, yeah, yeah. So
And
they
I
give
have
me
three
that.
boys and one girl.
Oh wow, wow.
Listen.
Yeah, so they
That's
give
what's
me the
up.
inspiration to go hard to do it to people that's around me to when I see other people doing skits that kind of motivate me to want to do more skits. So I'm like, well, if you're gonna do this is what I'm gonna do. But sometimes I hit
Right.
people up like, come on, let's work. And then sometimes, it don't always fall through the way it is because it's a competition thing. To me, it's not a competition thing. But
We
to
grinding
them, they
together.
feel like they got a competition. But if we put our content together, then we can be a mastermind and kill the internet.
That part.
So they don't look at it
Yeah,
from that point of view. But I
Excuse
look
me
at it
real
from that point of
fast.
view. Yeah. So I look at
yeah,
it from that point of view. But I feel like that's the best thing.
yeah. That's dope, man. That you get your inspiration from your kids for one, and
Yeah.
to find content that's funny, you got to test it out first. So, what's your
Yeah.
process with that?
Um, I just write it down and I just find the right person to do it and I shoot it. Yeah.
So do you ask your family and stuff like after you done and stuff? Like is there anyone around? Well, you do have your partner. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
that's what your partner for when you make a skit. Do
Well,
you show him?
normally I like if I got the time to show, then I normally show.
Hmm.
But it just depends on like if she like likes it or if because sometimes like me one like I want to do a video with me sucking toes. She might not approve of that, but to me that's funny. If I'm an actor and I'm going into this business, you're gonna have roles that you're gonna pick up a kissing scene. You're gonna have roles you want to pick up a sex scene, or just when you even dealing with anything. People are gonna be funny and weird about that. So it's all about finding the right people to
Right.
do this skit that you feel comfortable with.
Right.
The right people that love you for who you are, and because everybody's gonna the internet's all about criticizing. So it's all
Right.
about knowing if I put this material out, whether my partner or whoever's around me is going to, whether my homie's going to criticize me on this, bro. Why you do that, bro? That's get, you know what I mean? So and it's like I'm not homophobic from certain things. Like I'm not the type of guy that when I do put this skits out, you know, that I feel like, oh well, I don't. I don't want my partner or whoever else to feel like it's just not like I don't like the skit. No, it's comedy. It's me being silly. It's me wanting the people to draw that attention that attention to the audience to make them laugh. Cause it's a stepping stone. My job is to like, well, if I make a skit and it's funny, my job is to get the audience to laugh, to be like, well, this is
Right.
funny. I don't care whether you're gay. I don't care whether you straight. I don't care whether you. I work with whoever. If we're willing to laugh, that's the that's all about what it is. You know what I mean? And I get
Yeah,
that.
comedy always really been about bringing people together
Yeah,
anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm
All
because
saying?
I
No
don't
matter
care
what
about
your
your
individuals.
sexual,
orientation is, no matter the
Yeah,
race, gender, creed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Comedy is a time and place for everybody to be in the same building and just enjoy the show and
yeah,
laugh.
right.
Same thing with skits. You want people to be sitting in a crib watching something funny, and they be like, ain't funny. Yeah,
Right,
you want that. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And
So
Yeah.
I
I'm
can
a
dig it.
I
It's
want
just
to
about
piggyback off of what you said real quick before I forget, right?
okay.
Is because being in a relationship, y'all see I'm engaged.
Right, right.
And it's very important that the people that we with are
Okay.
very secure within themselves. Cause looks and none of that never matter when you pop off or when you get an
Right,
attention. Making sure that you have those discussions and be honest
right,
with your partner.
right.
Like if you feeling
But
insecure, don't wait until they put
but
the content out to start
and
telling them like, yo, I don't
right.
like it, because what it does is it discourages the artist. But continue.
Right.
And that's the thing, and that kind of breaks a lot of relationships up. Like I
Okay.
went through a ton of relationships up just alone. Women tell me, "Oh, I don't want you doing a skit with this," and I just had a conversation with another creator earlier too about this. But
Right.
women telling you, "Oh, they don't want you doing this skit or they don't want you on this project because of this person." At the end of the day, this is business. It's not personal. It's not.
Right.
It's not something where I'm doing a skit because I like the person. No, if I
Right.
got offered a job today or tomorrow to do that kind of skit, when you see me in the movie, it's just acting. It's not nothing
Right.
personal, and sometimes you just have to they have to respect that. But I always say that if they don't respect what you do, they're not for you. If they don't
And
That's a
if
respect what
fact.
they
you
try
do,
to dictate, if they work with you based off of who you are cool with or talk
you,
to, they're not for
right?
you. We
Right. That's a
That's
grown.
what I'm.
fact too.
We should
But
be able
that's
to
a,
not like people, right? Because
right,
there's a
right.
lot of people I don't care for, but
Mm-hmm.
I do business with people that do
Because
business with them, all types of things, and I'm not sitting there tearing that
Right.
person down or
no,
telling them I won't work
right,
with them because of my dislike for someone.
right,
That is purely immaturity. We want to put that
right.
Yeah,
out
for
there.
me,
We
it's
But
gotta
just really
grow
about
up.
character.
it's
I
about
would say it's
character
really
and just
about your
being
character here.
right
You know what I'm
in
saying?
your heart.
If you a solid person, then yeah, I can work with you all day,
Right,
Right.
regardless of whatever you did with whoever or whatever. But
right,
Right.
if I know your energy ain't right for me and aligning with what I'm trying to do, oh no, I can't work with you. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
I'm
Because
very
that's not
much
the
like
time I'm on.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
it's
Because
and it's
everything
a
not
I'm a
for
That's
you.
how I got popped in the top being around bad energy.
right,
So
yeah,
Right?
me, I focus on people. That third eye be open. You feel me?
right.
It be
Well,
open. So I focus on energy more than anything. Long as
And can
if
I
your
speak
work
on?
ethic is
Right.
good, I ain't gotta like you to do business with you.
right, right,
But
And I
right.
want to
But
speak on that. That's a lot of things that made me pull back, and then I came back again. Just a lot of people I will work with, y'all, would get threatened by me or try to compete with me, like what you were saying, things like that. And when you are a team, this all
mhm,
for the betterment of each other. We
right,
not,
yeah,
even if we do the same things, it does not matter because we all do it in our own way.
right, yeah,
Even
right,
for the comedians, if more comedians get together, they could do another Kings of Comedy and things
right,
like that. So it can't, everybody borrows from each other, or everything was done before in a way. We might
right,
just didn't come across it, but somewhere in the world, somebody did what we doing the same way that we doing it, and we might have just tweaked it or have more eyes on it. So I said
right.
all that to say, let's be good to people. Let's really be 100, and don't treat people how they treat you.
right,
That's
Treat
right.
them how you used to treating people, and if they don't deserve it, then you take the way
right,
you treat them away as a whole. I still love you,
mm,
but I have to move on.
Right.
yeah,
And I definitely agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? So Peanut,
mm-hmm.
what's something that you would say is a plus with doing this comedy right now for you personally? Break that down a
Listen,
bit.
so right now, you want to know like my end goal for all this, or just like what's like a
We'll get
plus?
to that, but I'm saying like
Okay.
as far as something that you consider like since you've been doing stand up, right?
Okay.
Something that you consider like a plus. Like I said, something a plus meaning like something that has happened since you started,
Okay.
something good that came out of you doing what you doing.
Um, my supporters, the people that love me, that love my content. So that's what keep me wanting to keep me wanting to keep doing it, because the people that love, they want to see more of the funniness. So I'm constantly in my head just trying to see what ideas I'm gonna come out next. I gotta play around with this. I gotta try to do this funniness. I gotta try to do something different.
Right.
Like some people say, you gotta put girls in your skits. So now I'm starting to put more women in my skits. I'm starting to do funny stuff. Because it's not always about touching a female or whatever. It's about just being funny, interacting, her being her own self, like Fox said, and the other person being their own self, and you bringing your creativity together to make one big funny skit, so everybody can laugh and support you, and everybody, like you in a sense, because they it's something in that skit that makes them laugh, that makes them funny, even when they're having a bad day, a good day. They I even go to my own skits and be cracking up. So
Right.
I'm cracking up now
Yeah,
in my head, but it's like just. But just
that's what's up.
being there for my fans and my supporters, and just knowing that they love my work, and knowing that I could keep going hard for it. I had somebody tell me today, right? A creator asked me, right? I ain't gonna say no names. I was on the call today because I hit him up, I want to work with him. Then he finally hit me back. He said, "Peanut, is your following real?" I said, I told him, I was like, "Bro, my following is real." And he was like, "Dude," he's like, "Who's the people that?" So I was like, I work with certain people that's marketing, He's like, "What's their information?" I said, "I can't get that to you."
That's right.
But moral of the story, what I'm trying to say is people are paying attention, people are watching you. So they want to know, how are you getting your followers, because they got more followers than me. But they asking me because they see that my comments, they see that my interactions, they see how I am with people. So they just trying to figure out how my page is more doing more than what they're just trying to see that, and people are watching. So, and that
And
just
you
now
gotta
it
be
makes me want to go harder.
careful.
Yeah, that just
And
makes
I
me want to
just
go
want to
harder.
speak on this. Be
Yeah.
careful, y'all. You gotta treat people how they treat you. Like, say, when
Yeah.
I'm around people, y'all notice I'm open. I don't gatekeep connections, none of that.
Hmm.
Anybody who, if I'm on a situation, any of that, I'm putting my people onto it if it's relevant to what they do. And it's as
Right.
simple as that. In my case, a lot of people gatekeep with me, not understanding that they can't. Because you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I tell y'all, treat people how they treat you in that way. If somebody not bringing no love to you, no connections, no none of that, why would you share all of your connections, but they
Right.
want to hold all of theirs from you?
Right.
Make sure you be careful of people in a way that they treat
Right.
you, because all of these components is how I determine when I manage, who I
Hmm.
work with, any of that.
Yeah.
Are you as open as me? Because if you're not, we might could still work, but we not going to work on the same level as someone that's going to respect me and treat me like I treat them.
Right.
Right. And the whole thing is like, if you not sharing with me like I'm doing for you, then you
Right.
basically try to have me under you.
Or
Right.
you're
Yeah.
using me, one or the
You
other.
try to have
If
me
Right.
people
under
try to
you instead
use
of
you,
us being like this.
Right.
do you see
Yeah.
what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying? People
saying?
try to use you.
Together.
If you, just like your partner, I ain't gonna lie, Tig.
Yeah.
When
Right.
we first, when I was like, yo, Peanut, let's go.
Right.
The
Right.
first thing he
Mhm.
mentioned was, yo, I gotta get in touch with my
Right.
partner.
Right.
You
And
see
that's
what
how you
I'm
got
saying?
it. That's how you got to do it, because
Clearly.
you have to like, you can't just like, it's a, it's a, how can I put it? It's a two-way street in this situation. So you have to be open of how you do things, and how how you present yourself. Because when people start seeing it,
Absolutely.
they start acting, oh, he acting funny, he acting
Right.
weird, and you can't be like that.
Right.
So I
Absolutely.
try to be open with people, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to use my resources with you because we haven't worked. But a lot of,
Right.
like you said, a lot of people are going to try to get information out of you. They're trying to find stuff out of you of to see why you you know but a lot of
Have
my
your glow.
people that support me is from
All
people
that.
from overseas. A lot of overseas people support me. They love the Indian
Yeah,
people.
it's
They
the
love
same
my
here.
work.
And I
Right.
don't have a
African
big
people, all
following yet,
types of
but
people.
the people that watch the show, A lot of people overseas like it. London,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Puerto
Kenya on
Rico,
here one day,
you
y'all.
know what I'm
All types
saying?
of
Like
countries.
Africa, they feel me heavy. You know what I'm saying? They like what they hearing, you know, and they like what I bring because it's a little different, you know.
Right.
Right.
Um, you know, on the pot we talk about struggles, and on here we more loose, and we just having a conversation, and we
Right.
highlight the person for what they do and show their creations or whatever it is that they do. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
people just want to be entertained sometimes, and some people want to hear story time. You
Right.
Yeah.
know, but this is why I created both shows to show both sides of the story,
Right.
and it's a scale going. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Because
that's
you don't
what you
know.
want.
Because you don't know. Never know who's watching. You
Right.
know. Yeah. You know. You ain't gonna say, well, people in the U.S. not watching me, so I'm just not going to do podcasts. No, you're going to do it to the world, so the world can see it. Because you're going to have
Yeah,
fans in London, Germany, France, everywhere. You know,
yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah, a
People,
couple people in
support.
France definitely shouted me out and sent
Okay.
me, you know, like as far as submissions go, I'm gonna be real. Submissions, they coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. See.
I got like 400 and some submissions. I'm still going through some submissions, and as I get ready for the next season, because I'm about to take some time off soon, because I've been going hard with both
Right.
Right.
shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as I go to season 3, it's gonna be people from all over the world. Like, and
Right.
it's gonna hit them like, oh, now he really opening the market up a little bit.
Right.
But I wanted
Yeah.
to get, you know, my feet wet, you know, and that's what we do. You
Right.
know, that's what we're
Right.
supposed to do.
As you should.
As comedians, rappers, singers, when you connect with people, you want to connect with everybody. So
Everybody. Yeah.
yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You got a question, Fox?
No, not more like a question. Well, yeah, we can ask a question.
Right.
What do
Right.
you feel? Because you know we from Philadelphia, regardless of where we go at in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What are three things that you feel like can make the entertainment community tighter, as far as us supporting each other more? And I'm talking about the talent and the entertainers, the camera people, things like that. What do you think are three ways that could help everything go smoother for everyone, as far as like
And
connecting?
overall, just in Philly or just overall,
I
like.
would say in Philadelphia, and then overall, as far as the all around question.
I would just say like it's a lot of people. They kind of like once they get followings over their head, they think that they're better, and they think that that the talent like it kind of outweigh like the talent, and then it becomes a like and a Instagram factor as far as
Me
popularity when they get
syndrome.
yeah when they get around certain people, and I feel like if more people would keep a level head and say, well, listen, he got good talent, I want to work with him. Let's make this happen. You know, a lot of people don't be like that. I was explaining this to my homie, Mr. O-Ish. He was like, well, Pina, I need these followers. I said, bro, I work with you whether you got 2,000 followers. It doesn't matter. If
Right.
your stuff is funny, I'm gonna laugh. And that's the thing with Philly. A lot of people get followers and then they switch up on you. They act different.
Can I
You
just
know.
tell y'all? Can I piggyback off of that to say I was at 58K followers 4 years ago on Instagram. So that's before any purchases or you could
Right.
jump your numbers, any of that.
Right.
It was a lot of people in the city and others that I would just put on my shows, whatever, for free. So this wasn't me charging them. This was I'm doing radio. I'm doing it. Just come on out. As soon as I got hacked, I promise you, those same people, because they got bigger numbers than me on only Instagram now, I promise you, they fronted on me, try to charge me all types of stuff. But they
Yeah.
gonna regret that. And I promise y'all, when I tell y'all, never look at people following, especially on one place. Really look people up. Look for
Mhm.
their Instagrams, their Facebooks,
Right.
TikTok, because a person is never the one place they're at, is
Right.
everywhere that they're at, and how they
Right.
make people feel. Y'all will lose a lot of opportunities by looking at people numbers, because nowadays you can't tell if they're real or fake. So the only way to know that is to truly work with people.
Right. Cause
I would piggyback on that by saying it's not just the work part of it,
Hmm.
it's your life. Because
yeah.
some people can't reciprocate the energy that you possess.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what
Okay.
I'm
I do
saying? The
agree.
energy
Yeah.
that you possess, you're a one of one. Everybody
Yeah.
on this earth is a one of one. Now, as far as rap, there's a million rappers rapping the same. But as far as their personality and who they are as a person, it's a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So where a lot of people go wrong is trying to be like somebody else. Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I'm
and
saying? Be yourself. That's all I'm
Or
saying.
we
Like,
can tell the people too, also Tig and Peanut. We
mm-hmm.
can tell the people that was just they probably never was popular, none of that stuff. And then as soon
Right,
as they got that attention, they started acting like the very people that they used to sit there and wish they wasn't like that. So I
that's
right,
a
want to
yeah,
fact
point
too.
that out that those people sat there and all the people that do that to me, you or whoever, they sat there and wanted to be next to you or to meet you. They
mm-hmm.
waited until they got put on to act like, oh, okay, so now I'm better than you now, or now I
Right,
could talk down to you. Or some of these people never even talk down to nobody, meaning like we using us as examples. I never see us treat people wrong. So with that being said, why would it matter about a following or something if that's something you always wanted? You wanted to be seen. So that goes back to people wanting to work, or do they just want to be seen? If people want to work,
Absolutely.
they understand that some opportunities are for money and some
right,
are to grow because we are the money.
right,
So if we
yeah,
Right.
look to use our people for money when we are the money, that's the biggest problem in itself. You do great content, it might not pop off that week, but you never know. Just how that King Danyala got signed to Rock Nation, he announced it on Tig's show. So people gonna go back and see all the stuff he was doing before that, or to go to look like, who is this guy? And that's when things popped off based off the
yeah,
people that you doing things with and their consistency. So I just
yeah,
wanted to put that out there, y'all. You never know who can do what for you at what time will things pop off. Just do it because you want to and put out good work.
yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Never know who you're talking to. Never know who you're talking to. Yeah,
That's
never
a
know.
fact. You know, and always shed love. You know what I mean? Spread love, shed love. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You never
Everywhere
know.
you go, you know what I'm saying? And that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm not really biased of people. Um, but I will tell you if your music whack. You know what I'm saying?
yo, that
I'm,
would be
I'm
a
one of
dope
them. I
shit.
will
Have
tell you
Tig
if your
listen to
music
your
whack,
song and be like, man,
but
it's
that's
on.
just being honest with people, you know. And that's
Right.
a part of it too. You know, you have to be able to take criticism. I get told I'm whack by other people. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Some people I might not be their cup of tea, but a lot of other people feel different.
And that's what, yo, that's the key right there. It's going to be somebody right now that look down on our stuff and just can't make themselves like anything, and that's fine. I also do want to use this time to say we in a time in the world, y'all, that's over opinionated, meaning you could tell people that you don't like something without disrespecting them. And I think that's what's a big thing that's wrong on social media. When we doing podcasts or publicizing or working with people, it is not to tear them down, it's to lift them
Right,
up. So you get what I'm saying? Even if you don't like something, it's easy to just go off of it. You don't have to sit there and tell somebody, "Oh, I don't like your hair. I don't like
right,
some people, we got to work on our inner selves cuz a lot of what's going on in the world is self-reflections. If you
right,
see somebody doing good, just like it. You don't even got to like what they talking about. You don't even gotta like it, but you like what that person stand for. Support them. Go down there and every chance you can, like every video, share
Right,
their stuff, all of
right,
that, because that's what make us grow.
right. So Peanut, what's the next move and how many shows you doing this year, man? Tell the people.
We're trying to do a little tour where we're going to tour to like, we're trying to do like 6 different cities.
Mm,
So, we're trying right now we're building a content creator group, and we're just trying to be more consistent with that. Like, so right now we're bringing in more people. Right now we got all together is like 3 of us. So now, me and my partners, we bringing in a few other people. I was on the phone making some business calls earlier, so we're trying to like, get this content creator group where we just being consistent. So
right.
whatever you got, your talent, you want to bring to the table, we're willing to work to make it happen. So, and
Well,
we're
you
just trying to
got
do
me.
that.
You
But
know
but
that
but
you got
but
Tiki in another city, but you already know
I
I'm
told
with
him I was gonna make a stop, so I'm going to have to make a stop.
Yeah, he
you.
definitely did. We definitely
Yeah,
had a great conversation, man. Every time we
yeah,
talk, we be talking it like and it be real.
Peanut
Like, you
is
know what
a
I'm saying?
genuine. Like
Yeah.
that's
So
one
that's
thing
dope
about
within
me.
itself.
I
And
bring somebody around, y'all. I'm not bringing them around for no clout for no. This is like no. This is a good person and they deserve some light. Like
Right.
when I feel like people, good people, once you connect, everything is right. It feel good. When I talk to y'all, we talk about things. I get goosebumps, things like that. That's how you know you're supposed to be around. When I see your work, I get goosebumps. When I hear his music or see how he know how to connect himself. So even if I bring people to the situation, he already bring people himself. And when we
Hmm.
understand what each person bring to the tables that is set in front of us, that's how we win by acknowledging what each person is contributing. Fact.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's what
people
we do.
sleep
That's
on it, but
basically
I'm
how we do.
definitely an asset. Yes.
Yeah.
You a
I'm
cancer.
more of
Okay,
an
we
asset
smart.
than a
I told you, man.
liability.
Them cancers
Believe
be
that.
smart.
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, and
So
that
that's
just comes from being the piggyback off what you're saying, and thank you for that once again. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But the piggyback off what you're saying, it comes from just being genuine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
And that's what I like about you, Peanut. You're a genuine person, man. And
That's how I
like I
know.
said, I want to say thank you again. You know what I'm saying? Because you're taking time out to come here,
Thank you. I
be
appreciate
on
you
the
guys for allowing
platform,
me to
and
come
wrap
on the
it up
show.
with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
we love Peanut,
so
okay? Period.
so this tour, what's the end
Okay.
goal? Now we can talk about the end goal. What's the end
Right.
goal?
The end goal is just to pretty much, network, meet other people in different cities, and just you never know who might be watching you.
So
So
if y'all looking to get
I
into skits, all that, follow him.
yeah.
Right.
So I just feel like if we go into one city, you don't know who's sitting in the back of the room. You don't know who's doing what. That can connect you. So and that's the end goal as far as like you know networking instead of just staying in one place. So we gonna go out to Florida. We gonna go out to Chicago. We gonna go out to New York. We're gonna go out to Connecticut, Ohio. We're gonna travel and go places because these are people that don't know me. This
Right.
is, so once I go out there, now I'm introduced to a whole nother network, a whole nother city with people. And now I'm doing a
Yeah,
skit down here. Now people can see me doing a skit in Ohio. They see me doing a skit in Atlanta. So they're
And
like,
I
oh,
just
who is
want to
this guy?
mention this. I want to give you a tip right now because somebody the other day told me that they don't need business cards no more because on the phone now you got the thing that you could just scan it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
if you in a place with a bunch of people, you're not going to have time to walk up and have everybody scan your stuff.
So
Take
you're going to be
business
able to get your
cards that
business
every
cards out
single
everywhere.
city,
Yup.
leave some in
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
gas
Hmm.
stations, leave some. If you see a business, a hair salon, or like start putting your business cards out there. I'm telling y'all the old ways. If y'all notice our elders or anybody that been doing stuff and they still around,
Right.
what got them big was the hands on what he talking about. Your internet fan base and your fan base in the real world is two different
Two different
entities.
fan bases. Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
right.
I just wanted to
Definitely
speak
right.
on that from off of what you saying because this, y'all, this really could help people what he's talking about. He not just talking
Right.
about what he's creating. He's talking about the fact that he understand that he's big online and he got to have that same energy outside because when you throw a physical show, you have to sell tickets. And there's a lot of artists that we know, Tig, that might have. I know an artist, I actually personally, right through a show, the artist had 1 million people on their Instagram. Nobody came to the show for them, not one person. All the people that was there was for all the independent artists. And when I saw that, I knew that that person was not connecting with his crowd. Like how you connect and you talk to your
Yeah,
people and you ask them what
yeah.
they
You can have a
doing.
big presence online, but are you going to bring people out? Is the question.
Can you sell even one
That is
ticket?
the ultimate question. Are you going to bring people out? And there are people that do it, and there are
Right,
people that don't. But
right.
ultimately, the fate is in your hands on if you're genuine or not, because people will see it. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what you were saying. Are you trying to be seen?
Or do you want to work?
Because people can see that if you're doing it just to be seen.
And they
Um,
can feel it. They
we
can
do
feel
this because we want to help people. That's what we all on this earth to do anyway. Help folks. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to help each other elevate,
it. Right.
you know, here and in the other way possible. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what it's about.
Get the
Um,
people a tip, Tig, because
folks, I
you
don't know
are
what happened
experienced.
with Peanut. He
Yeah,
came out some type of way. I'm
he'll
pretty
come
sure
back if
he'll be
he
back
can.
in, but when he comes back in, we'll get it popping. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
want to
I want to play
piggyback
his
off of what
song
you
for him,
said. You can
but
do that,
we
but
have to
look,
wait
Tig.
for him to come back in.
Look, I want you to, off of what you just said, though, give your viewers, right? Give your viewers some professional advice about a good way that you feel like that they could connect because you're great at that. You're great at connecting with people. What is a way that you feel like would be good for whether they are artists, whatever, to start working on making real life connections?
Sure. So one thing that I would say when it comes to connecting with people, I would say
Sure.
you don't want to come off to people as if you're clout chasing for one.
Right.
You don't want to come off like a clout chaser. You don't want to come off as you're just trying to eat off them
Right.
Right.
because it's a lot of that going on. So when it comes to even doing anything, when it comes to networking, especially networking, if
Right.
this person is bigger than you and you coming off looking like a hungry wolf, that's clout chasing within itself already. They can
Right.
see that a mile away, especially if they're smart. Now there
Yeah.
Right.
are ones that aren't smart and they can't tell, but for the most part, you can decipher a clout chaser a mile away. You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying? So um just be real with yourself and know what
Yeah.
you really want. You know what I'm saying? Be direct and and humble yourself when approaching these people because even though they might be big, they're regular people just like we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. That's some
And
advice I
they
would
look
give.
for that. Yo,
Be
that is so
yourself, be
good.
humble, and don't talk like you big dog when you know you're a little pup.
Right.
And listen,
Yeah.
some of them don't even got. Listen, I'm not being smart, and I'm not talking about money. In order to be successful, you even got to be able to listen. Because, like I was saying the other day, and me and Tig talk all the time. If we knew everything already, we all will already have all the residual income we need and all that. So
That's
when
right.
we still gotta work hard and long, that means that we still positioning ourselves, and other
That's
people's
right.
information will help us grow. So I never just feel like I know everything. I learn from my children. It's things my children tell me. Like sometimes when I don't conduct myself the right way, like Mom, why you not hearing me out? You're over talking me. All of
Right.
these things, like your children to check you and make you sit there and really be like, "Dad, I could." This young person is telling me something. So once I learned that young or old or whatever, you could just learn. We never done learning, y'all. Till we not here no more, we going to
Right.
still be learning.
Right.
So, just be open to just take advice and stuff because if a person for you, they not telling you nothing for their own benefit.
Yeah. So that was a great question. Yeah, I never been asked that question.
Mm,
So for you to ask me that question was pretty dope. And we had to build the segue because you popped out. So when you
right.
popped out, we built the segue within itself. And Fox asked me a question and I
Oh,
answered.
something.
So all right, we're gonna get into it. We got a few minutes left.
Right.
Um, we gonna play this song, Our World. Tell us the breakdown about that.
So I originally did this song like a dedication to like Freddie Gray, but I had wrote this song like maybe 8 years ago. So then I was like, I shot the video in Baltimore, and finally I'm gonna release it. So
Oh man, I'm
to the
so
world.
happy. Listen, that make me so happy. So me, you and
Now you
Tig need
didn't
to do
send
a
me the
song. Let's
video.
go.
No, because I didn't release it yet,
Oh,
All right,
and I did, but I'm gonna send it to you once I release it.
right. When you
all right,
do,
all right.
how about you
But
come back, even if it's somebody else show day, right, Tig? What you could do is have him come in and do his video premiere. So when
okay,
you want to
okay,
premiere
Absolutely.
your
You know how we
video,
do. We
come
just broke
on.
one.
right.
We just broke one yesterday. You know what I'm
We
saying? That's
just
what we
broke
So
do.
one.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
so when I made
Um,
this song, me and my guy made it. His name is Smooth, so he's actually on the song as well. So he
Right.
an artist. So yeah, he was we came together and said we need to make this dedication to this song. So but
Hey.
yeah. All right, so let's get it. My World by Smooth and Official Peanut. Let's get it.
yeah, yeah.
My world, the depression, the pain, the hunger. It's my world, the struggle, the lies, the rain and the thunder. It's my world, my enemies, my friends, my family depending on me. It's my world, it's my world, it's my world, it's my world, the world we live by. It's my world. Sitting in my room ready to cut my arms up. Drugs and alcohol in my body lift me up. The hurt in my soul that bring tears in my eyes. You'll never feel my pain if my face was your disguise. No food for days, I've been living off hope. Nothing helped much, I just gotta learn to cope. Everyday struggle, you don't understand my case. People lie every day right up in my face. My world, the depression, the pain, the hunger. It's my world, the struggle, the lies, the rain and the thunder. It's my world, my enemies, my friends, my family depending on me. It's my world, it's my world, it's my world, it's my world, the world we live by. It's my world.
Trying to get my mind right so I face reality. Staring in the dark of earth with nobody. Came into this world knowing this opportunity, this world built by this pain. Trying to stay focused, heal all this pain. And only the plan I have is a bright future. Living by the devil, trying to survive. Can't trust nobody, forgiveness is strong. Build a relationship with God. We all against each other in our own eyes. And if we fall 6 feet under, ain't nobody gonna save me. I'm the man that made me. In this world the devil trying to betray me.
My world, the depression, the pain, the hunger. It's my world, the struggle, the lies, the rain and the thunder. It's my world, my enemies, my friends, my family depending on me. It's my world, it's my world, it's my world, it's my world, the world we live by. It's my world.
I loved
Fire.
it.
You love it?
I
I
like
loved
that,
it.
John. Fire.
You
It's conscious
good?
music. Conscious music. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
recorded it 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago. So yeah,
Yeah, I like how y'all say that was you on the second verse, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you said something about the devil trying to get you, but you depend on God. Like,
Right, yeah.
yeah,
So
that's real,
important. I
bro.
listen. Y'all heard me. Y'all saw me putting this. All y'all saw was Afro in the screen because I was
Right.
listening. Okay, that was.
And around the time when I released it, when we recorded it, that's when Freddie Gray was going on. A lot of the protesting in Baltimore, they was burning down stuff. So
Who
we
my
was like
pick
in the
at?
studio, and we was like, "Yo, we gonna record this. This is what we gonna do." And we was just like, "Yeah, we gonna hit this." Like so.
Y'all got us messed up. Yes,
Yeah,
y'all. Listen, us as black people
I gotta just
united,
do this. You know what I'm saying?
standing
One
yeah.
time.
together.
You know what I'm saying? One
Hell
time for
Yes.
yeah.
Freddie Gray. One
Right.
time. You know what I'm
Right time,
saying?
yeah. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
Rest
Rest in
in
peace,
peace. Rest in peace.
Trayvon Martin.
Rest in
All
peace,
the
Sonya Maxey. All the
yeah,
man,
yeah.
listen, all of those that were fallen victims to,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Just
some bad
everything
things out there.
wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
This
from
world is
COVID,
crazy. We
y'all.
know that.
And
Yeah.
can I just say this, y'all? It was a pleasure to be here tonight. Right
Hey,
before I sent my daughter to graduation, y'all, real short, I had corona 3 times, so I almost didn't make it. To be
Right.
here with y'all is a blessing, and I'm grateful. Make sure
Right.
y'all follow us on social media, please. All our social media. Thank you.
We stirring, we stirring. Hey, Peanut, man. Shout out your social medias, man. We got a few seconds left.
Make sure y'all check me out at Official Peanut on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. Official Peanut 02 or 01, something. I think it's 02.
Right.
Make sure y'all check me out, man. I'm everywhere. You know, Google me.
Right.
Hey, straight like that, folks.
Yeah.
It's been another edition of Stirring the Pot. It's your boy Tigmatic. Run it back once it go off if you missed it, if you just got in. And for those that missed earlier's interview with presidential candidate Cornel West, check that out as well, folks. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, like, share, subscribe. Straight like that. I'm Tigmatic. That's Jamie the Fox.
Y'all.
That's Official Peanut.
Yeah. What you mean?
What you mean? We out.
We out of here.